Okay, Madridistas, what's happening, guys? New video, new weekly series kicking off. Got my guy Will, Football Carnage, hopping on. The first guest, I only thought it was going to be right. His link will be in the title and the top of the description, too. Will, what's happening, my guy?
Yo, big up Dally. What's going on, bro? Excited. New weekly show that you're starting here. What is it going to be like a rotating panel of guests?
Yeah, we're going to get a bunch of different Madridistas on here, too. Sometimes it might be me solo, too, depending on everybody's schedule, too. But yeah, we'll get a couple different people on to get a couple different perspectives and stuff on that, too. So, but yeah, I was like, you know what? Hopped on with you the other day. I was like, it's only right. It's only right we get you.
Hey, look, bro, I feel honored.
You should.
Yeah, look, people, big up, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe. Let's get Dally to 10K, at least before Christmas. Come on. Like that's
before Christmas would be cool. Right? Before Christmas would be cool.
Man. Like Dally's got to get to 10K. Very
we need to be top of La Liga, 10K. That's all I want. That's all I want. So
it'd be a good Christmas, bro.
It would be. It would be great. It'd be great. But no, there's a couple things happening right now with Real Madrid. I saw some possible news. I think it's relating to something that is actually news, but let's talk about it first, mate. It is the Kobe Mainoo situation, maybe. Apparently, Real Madrid is closely monitoring Kobe Mainoo as a possible midfield replacement for Dani Ceballos. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, what an upgrade that would be. I'm going to be honest. Kobe Mainoo is a baller, but I don't really think his profile is needed too much, because he's a player that's better the higher up the pitch he is, not more so playing in like a pivot or playing like a two-man midfield. This is why at Manchester United, he's struggling to get minutes because that Amram system, right? He runs the back three as well. And I think he's playing like Bruno and Casemiro in like that pivot. And Mainoo isn't for those kind of positions. I think he's higher at the pitch. I think he's a 10 more so. But, I mean, I would take him loan with an option to buy. I don't think that'd be a bad idea, to be honest. But I'd much rather prefer somebody that's a little bit more of a deep line playmaker, not so much of like an advanced player, which Mainoo, in my opinion, is, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel the same about him. I think the biggest thing with him is the name. It's an English player, somebody who started, I believe he started in the Euro final too. So, I mean, somebody of that caliber, you would think would be good and stuff like that. I'm not sure if he's going to fit exactly what Real Madrid kind of need, especially if we're going to lose Ceballos. You know what I mean? I think we need that deep lying playmaker, like you said, to come in to be able to come. I think somebody off the bench, though. I don't think, there's been rumors and stuff about Vini and stuff like that. Did you know in France they don't have release clauses? I just learned that yesterday.
Like there's nobody does?
Yeah, it's like illegal in France to have a release clause. Yeah. That was the first time.
That I did not know. That's what I know.
That's what I saw. And I was like, really? That's interesting. So don't expect Vitinha anytime soon for Madrid. No, I mean, like you said, the loan with the option to buy, I'd be down for it just in terms of like what the player is to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it fits. I think it's kind of just adding to another player that we don't 100% need, but
exactly. Now, but thing is, he is a good player, right? Like Mainoo is very technical, right? He can link play. He's a good finisher as well, right? I think he does have a lot of potential. And I think Madrid are possibly looking at it as a market opportunity, right? We're always moving like opportunists when it comes to transfers. And I think Amram is making a mistake by not finding a way to get Mainoo involved, because a player that has the potential and that has the qualities of a Mainoo, if you can't find out how to fit him into your system, you're the problem, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at it, would I be mad if we got him? No. But do I think he's the midfielder that we should be targeting? No. Right. But at the same time, with the way that Xabi Alonso likes to play, the possession-based style of football, I think Mainoo would fit in right away. But I just don't see him, again, as a starter. Right. I think he'd be more like a rotational piece. I think, again, you could play him a little bit higher up the pitch. I think he can do something similar to an Arda kind of role, even though I don't think he's as good of a passer as Arda is. But I think, like where Arda's effective in that final third, I think that's where Mainoo, like that's the kind of positions that he would be looking to be in. But I mean, look, let's see how it plays out, because Mainoo has not gotten any minutes since the Premier League has started, which is crazy as well. So
and now we'll especially since it's a World Cup year, don't be surprised. And this is the final week of the summer transfer window too. Don't be surprised if players are like, you know what, shit, my situation sucks right now. I'm not going to get called up for international duty. I'm not going to be a part of the World Cup and stuff like that. That only comes around every 4 years. Mainu's 20 right now. If he doesn't get called up, the next time he can be called up is when he's 24. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing some more links this week, especially, like I said, the Danny Ceballos news.
You mean he wouldn't get called up until he's 24? What do you mean?
So if he's not getting playing time for Man U,
okay,
why would England call him up? You know what I mean? They're gonna be like,
so you mean like it wouldn't be until like the next
yeah. So because he's 20 right now, so in 4 years, you know what I mean?
Okay,
the next World Cup,
yeah,
the one
so
after
20, like 9 or whatever it is.
No,
it'll be 2030. Yeah, it'll be 2030.
Yeah, I forget what year it is all the time. So I'm like,
nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I was
confused, though. No, you're good. No, but that's what I mean. I feel like we're gonna start seeing some of these players. You know, some of these players are kind of on the out with some of these teams too. And if Ceballos leaves, that opens up a spot for us too. I mean, we have Franco who opened up a spot because we are smart business over here at Real Madrid. Can't talk about Barcelona like that sometimes, but shots fired, I guess. But we have an open spot if Danny Ceballos leaves too. And it would only leave us, I think, with like 5 midfielders. Jude, Fede, Arda Güler, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga. And then you could say Thiago, but I haven't seen him in the first team, so what do we know with him, you know? What do you think about Ceballos possibly leaving? I saw you made a video earlier today. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was saying I think Ceballos should be leaving if he wants to, right? Like I'm not like most Madrid fans that want him gone per se. I think you know every team needs those players who know their roles, right? Who are going to be okay with being a squad rotational piece, which I think he was okay with. But because it's a World Cup year, I think he does want to be included in that Spain team. And if he goes to Marseille over there in France, then that would be a good move for him because he'd start more. He'd get regular minutes. And if he has a good season, he's at the World Cup with Spain. So I understand why he wants to leave. I hope that it's a permanent deal, though, or a loan with an obligation to buy. I don't really care for loans with just an option because if it's a player that we don't really rate like that, a player that, let's be real, Ceballos is never going to be a locked-in starter at Real Madrid. He is what he is. He's a steady Eddie. He's just an average player. He has had good moments for us, but that's just not really somebody that we're going to be relying on. I would rather just get rid and then not have to worry about him again. But, you know, it's like with the Mainu news that you just brought up. This is why we're looking at other midfielders, because I think the club wants to bring in somebody before we let Ceballos leave. So I think we're going to be active from now until the end of the window. And I said it after Franco ended up not taking a first team spot. I said I think the club did that for a reason. I would have been very shocked if after Franco came in, that was it. Like, that would have surprised me. So I do think we see at least one more player come in. But I want to ask you, Dally, bro, do you think a midfielder should be the priority, though? Like, yeah, for depth, if Ceballos leaves, it'd be nice. But I'm still looking at that back line. Like, I would much rather get a center back than get a midfielder.
You know, I'd like both. I'm going to be greedy here and say both. You know what I mean? I don't know. If Ceballos didn't leave, I think priority would be another center back. You know what I mean? Somebody elite. Or I told you guys before, too, I don't rate whatchamacallit over at Liverpool that much. I think he, Konate, I don't rate him that much to me. I think he benefits a lot from Virgil van Dijk. We'll see what it looks like this year. When Frimpong is next to him, when Kirkez is over there too, I think it might not look as good, especially if his head is already toward Madrid. But I mean, if he came to Madrid, I would hope he would be great, obviously. But I don't know. I felt the same about Carreras, though. And I think he's looked pretty good to decent so far.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't that big of a fan of that signing.
Yeah, that's. I was just like, it's kind of average or whatever. But I'd probably go midfield if we lose Ceballos. I mean, only having those players, Camavinga, we can't trust to be fully fit. You know, I mean, if Fede Valverde went down, if Tchouaméni went down, Arda, like, you're asking for them to be healthy for the whole season too, with not a lot of rotation, especially because I think we're gonna be playing 4 midfielders, mate. Like, I really do. I think when Jude is back, it's gonna go back to that 3-5-2 system. But what do you think?
If it's 3-5-2, then it'd only be 3 midfielders because then we'd have because then like the left back would be wing back, and then Trent, so whoever is playing at fullbacks, they go into that midfield.
Yeah, I guess I'm throwing Tchouaméni in that flex role kind of, that midfield, CB,
Yes, okay, so I see what because Tchouaméni does play center back / DM right now because On the ball, he drops deep. Off the ball, he comes back. So you are technically right. Yes. I was thinking about it more so like just formationally wise. But you know what's crazy though, right? So what if there's a possibility? We're just dreaming right now, okay? The links have kind of died down. But what if late move for Saliba? Have you seen Arsenal are linked to Piero Hincapié?
I saw that. Yep.
60 million.
That's a lot for a backup. That's a lot.
First off, that guy's a baller.
True.
I'm going to call you Dave Dally. I would have taken him right now at Real Madrid. I remember when we were linked with Xabi Alonso, and they were saying, "Oh, Xabi's gonna bring in Florian Wirtz." I said, "No, fuck Florian Wirtz. We don't need a 10. Yeah. If we're gonna take a player from Leverkusen, go get me Piero Hincapié. Guy can play as a left back. Guy can play as a center back. So good on the ball, has a good passing range, can go forward, can defend. If Arsenal, and by the way, what the hell do Arsenal need him for? But if they go out and sign him, what if, Dally, just hear me out. What if he's the Saliba replacement? Because Saliba has still not signed a new contract. And I know it's unlikely, but a man can dream.
I think we can only be dreaming. I'll be honest. I do think he will sign a contract extension.
Yeah.
At Arsenal. I would love him at Real Madrid. I think he'd be absolutely fantastic, and it'd be a dream signing. I mean, I want us to get a signing like that. I think Fabrizio Romano, he's great. I think some of these sources and stuff are great. But wouldn't it be awesome if we just got a Comunicano Oficial Saliba? Just randomly dropped. Oh my god, dude. I couldn't even imagine.
Dally. So I wasn't around watching this sport before social media, right? So I'm pretty sure like the transfers were so much more exciting because now it's like we know what to expect because of how many updates these journalists are giving us. But like, could you imagine like back in the day, like when fucking we signed Figo from Barca? Can you just imagine like maybe it's rumored, but there's no Twitter to go searching. There's no YouTube videos. You imagine that it's the confirmation of like a Figo, or if you're signing like a R9 or something like that. Oh my days, bro.
Crazy.
That shit is crazy. But I do think, and this is where I'm a bit disappointed, Dally, with the board. I think we've had a good summer window.
Yep.
I said at the end of last season, we're going to have a defensive revolution. And I think we somewhat have, right? Yeah. 3 new players getting brought in. But at the same time, bro, we know Arsenal want to sign Saliba to a new deal. Why are we waiting, Dally? If we reach out to his camp, agree personal terms, and then throw 100 million on the table. No. First bid, 90 million. Now you're forcing Arsenal and Saliba to make a choice. But if we just sit back and wait, if this brother signs a new deal throughout this season, Dally, the dream is over. No way do we get this guy if he signs a new contract. So, like, why are we waiting? Force a decision. Don't just hope, oh, maybe Saliba's going to wait for us. Why? I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
I feel like we've become a little cheap sometimes. I feel like when it comes to these big time, I mean, who was was Jude the last player that we paid over 100 for?
Yeah.
Jude,
okay. And then I think before that was Hazard for over 100 million.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Yeah. Bro, he's like one of like the only flops that we've had with the big money that we've spent.
I remember Jovic was bad for how much.
Yeah, I mean, but Jovic was like 60 M's though. I'm talking about like when you look at like our top, I think like 5 transfers, Hazard's at the top. He's the only one that flopped, bro. He's the only one. Nah, but go ahead, bro, with what you were saying.
No, yeah, I would love Saliba. I think we do need to kind of, like you said, force their hand a little. Make a decision. Either sign now and we can move on. Because that's the thing with like Real Madrid. We have these links forever with all these players too. I think the most recent one that we really haven't, that's kind of come out of nowhere, was the Housen one, which I rated too. I was tweeting back in March and I said, I'm like, this guy is Spanish. He's tall. He's athletic. He does everything. He has Prem experience to bring his ass here to Madrid. And I'm not saying anybody's following me on Twitter, but I was happy they listened for that one too. But we are linked with these players for a long time. Lenny Yoro was linked for a while. Even Franco, we were linked to. I remember last year when I first started making the content, and we were linked to him when he was like 16. And so Saliba is somebody we've been linked to for a while. And usually we don't strike out with players that we're linked to. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
I would love.
Okay, but I feel like we get linked to so many players though.
Yeah, but I'm talking like concrete links. The only couple players I can think of like recently is like Alphonso Davies. I remember that rumor for like ever that he was going to be coming.
Yeah. Because I remember back in December they said the deal to Madrid was done. He was going to join us on a pre-contract, and he'll be here this summer. And fucking, he ended up signing a new deal at Bayern, literally like a month later. I was like, bro, what the fuck? But at the same time, though, I am happy about that because I don't know how I mean, look, on FIFA it'd be phenomenal. But in real life, I don't know how I'd feel about having Trent and Alphonso Davies. Now, obviously, that was before Xabi Alonso was confirmed to be our manager. So I was initially saying I didn't want Davies because I didn't know who the next manager was going to be. So in my opinion, I thought we were going to still be running a back four primarily. But now that we're in a back three, I mean, I think it could have worked, right? We've seen how Xabi uses his fullbacks. But just in general, though, like at the time when, you know, maybe Carlo could have stayed or another back four, I was like, nah, I don't want those two in a back four. What the fuck? But did you know who's one that got away? You remember Enzo Fernandez, bro.
I do remember that.
We were linked to him heavily. At one point in time, they were saying it was between Enzo and Jude. Remember, Jude joined that was that? No, he didn't join 2022. No. Jude joined 23-24.
Yeah.
But I remember when we were linked to Enzo, and then Chelsea came in with that crazy bid. I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed, bro. Like, Enzo's profile would have been perfect as that Cruz. Like, if we would have had Enzo when Cruz retired, we would not have needed to go into the market for Cruz profile because we would have had Enzo there. So
if we could have only signed one, though, would you have wanted Enzo over Jude or no?
No.
Yeah, me too.
No.
Me too.
No. Yeah, no. Both of them. No. I'm greedy, bro. Both.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Why not both?
I want both of them.
Did you want Xabi Alonso though? Like when we first started, because I didn't personally.
Same. I wanted
Klopp. Yep. No. There you go.
See, look.
Great minds think alike, guys. Great minds.
I was just gonna say that, Dally. I did initially prefer Klopp, but I was happy with Xabi, right? Like if we couldn't have gotten Klopp, then I think Xabi Alonso was the right option. And now that I think about it more, I'm glad that we ended up with Xabi because, yes, I think Klopp might have fit our team a little bit better with the tactics that he ran at Liverpool. I think our squad would have been perfect for that. But at the same time, I think Xabi's tactics are a lot more progressive. I don't think it really takes as much of a toll on your body like what Klopp's tactics does of like that pressing nonstop and, you know, things like that. Whereas I think Xabi, with the possession-based style of football that he likes to play, I think he's a lot more adaptable, right? Like the way that we seamlessly go in game from a back three to a back four, right? And the biggest thing for me as well is that I view Xabi Alonso as a manager that's going to be known as the guy that reintegrated the youth system back to the first team, right? I think we've gotten away from that. And La Fabrica has so much talent, bro, that's out there. I think Xabi will be that manager that's going to be known as he brought youth players back into the first team and they played a big role. And I don't think Klopp would have maybe done that. So I'm happy with Xabi, but I'd be lying if I said I did not want Jurgen Klopp over him. Yeah, like Klopp was my first choice.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. Chat, what are we saying, guys? Hit the like button. Subscribe to my guy Will. His link is in the title and the description too. Let's see. Levi is saying me too. Klopp. Luxon is saying Xabi Alonso is a blessing to us. I would not disagree. My worry with Xabi is I want it to work long term. That's the thing. I don't want him to come here and be fired in a year, be fired in 2 years or something like that. So that was my only concern, is his level of experience. I think that his profile, the fact that he's played for Real Madrid, he is Spanish already too. He's played for, I mean, think about it, dude. He played for Bayern. Bayern wanted him. Liverpool wanted him too. They're lying to themselves that they didn't, right?
Yeah,
they wanted him a year before.
I knew Xabi was coming.
When he said no.
Stayed at Leverkusen that one more year. Because at that time, remember, that's when Leverkusen went invincible.
Yep.
They did the domestic double. Yeah, they got slapped in the Europa League, right? Lookman masterclass. Fair enough. But at the same time, Bayern, because remember, they needed a manager. Liverpool needed a manager, right? And he rejected both of them. And he played for both of them. Rejected them. I said, now, why the hell would he do that? He's definitely waiting on that Madrid call. And when Carlo was thinking it up all season, I mean, real, I know Xabi Alonso was at home super happy at how shit we were. Because if Carlo would have played well or managed better, Carlo would still be our manager. Carlo wanted to see out his contract. He didn't want to leave. So if we would have cooked last season, Xabi might have been screwed, bro, because I don't think that we would have sacked Carlo, to be fair.
You might be right. I was, when that happened, I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, he's coming to Real Madrid. And so for a while, I was saying no matter what happens, that I think that Xabi was coming. I think even if we won the UCL, if we won the Liga, we won everything. I still think Xabi was coming. I think that was Carlo's farewell. I mean, he might say no and stuff, and maybe I'm wrong. It just, I don't like, why would Xabi say no to, but those are both way better jobs than Leverkusen. You know what I mean? He played for both those clubs. So that's why I was like, I feel like Florentino said, dude, he's gone in a year. Just you're coming here.
Nah, you know what? That's actually a good point, because I never thought about it in the way of, maybe he just turned down those two clubs because he's already spoken to Perez and got some reassurances. But I also think it's a bit of a gamble, because let's say, and I know Leverkusen, his second season after winning the Bundesliga, they weren't at the level that they were the year before. But let's say Leverkusen fell off a cliff. They finished like 7th. They didn't qualify for the knockout stage of the UCL. Just imagine that for a second, right? Do you still think that we would have went in for him? I don't think so. So, like, that was a massive gamble.
That was a gamble, yeah.
You know? And I predicted, back when Bayern sacked Tuchel, I predicted Xabi would have been Bayern's manager. That's what I thought was going to happen at that time. So when they ended up keeping him, and Leverkusen, I gave them a lot of credit because they kept a majority of their good players. Because usually, you know, when like a smaller team has like an amazing season, they get raided. Like all their top, like, look at Girona, for example. Savio left, Dovbik, Yan Couto, fucking like
look at Bournemouth. What just happened to them? They didn't even have a great season and they got raided.
Their back line is depleted, right? Look at, for example, like Monaco when Mbappe was there, right? Raided. So I thought Leverkusen after that invincible season was cooked. And they ended up keeping their manager, keeping a majority of their best players. And they didn't live up to the expectations of the last season. But I mean, I was super shocked like when he did not get that move. And I guess it's worked out for Liverpool, at least with Arne Slot. Now, you know, I don't know if Bayern fans are happy with company. So maybe they would have preferred Xabi, but I think at least Liverpool are happy with what happened. And
not shitting. Not shitting on our tactical knowledge or anything like that, but I think that we could be winning Bundesliga at Bayern Munich, to be honest with you.
I think, bro, Dally,
I think so.
If you make us the manager and assistant manager, I'm telling you, we win Bundesliga with Bayern.
I think so. Yeah,
I think so, bro. Come on.
How TT didn't win it, I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Bro, that was the first time that Bayern went trophyless in my entire fandom. Of just, I think,
like, they finished third too. It wasn't even second. It wasn't even close.
Was it third?
Dude, I swear that I'll have to look it up and stuff.
And like what's so crazy about that is that was the first season that Harry Kane joined them as well.
That guy is cursed, man.
Bro, I've never seen Bayern go trophyless. Like, because one, I've never seen them not win the Bundesliga. They've won it every year that I started watching. And they usually leave with the domestic cup as well. So the fact that they won nothing, bro, I said, nah, man. Xabi literally came in there and disrupted the natural order of the Bundesliga, bro. Like, he put Leverkusen in, and I know that Leverkusen have a little bit of a history. Like, I know that they've made UCL finals and they've, done things like that.
Stuttgart.
But let's be honest, bro. Let's be real. Nobody really rated Leverkusen before Xabi Alonso got there. Like, they were irrelevant for years, bro. So, nah. And Xabi, we trust, Dally. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we would see, every once in a while they'd have a good couple players too. But, I mean, speaking of which, they got ransacked this summer too. Everybody is gone. And then you go hire one of the worst managers that you can possibly hire. And
I was going to say, Dally, when you bring in Ten Hag, if I'm a player, I'm not staying here. Like, that Wirtz, Frimpong, I think
the center back who went to Bayern.
Yep, Jonathan Tah left for free. Bayern. I think didn't they almost just sell is it Victor Boniface? But then I think his medical failed.
He failed medical.
Yeah, failed his medical at where was he going? I forget. But
I thought it was AC Milan.
Was it Milan? Yeah, you're right. And then now look, Piero Hincapié wants to leave as well. Leverkusen are gonna be in some trouble next season. I'm be honest. Like they're gonna struggle a bit. But I think they'll still finish in like a Europa League spot.
Top eight,
I
something
think,
like that.
They'll be like around there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll get off of that, but real quick, let's get the super chat. My guy Gideon Dally, do you think Carlo Ancelotti would still have a job if he believes in Arda, Endrick, and the youth players last season? You go for that first, Will. What do you think?
Nah, I don't think it really mattered, to be honest. Because the performances were still bad, the results were still bad. Like once you lose every El Clasico, you go trophyless with the big three at the end of the season, you're gonna lose your job. Yeah, like he had to.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think that we probably win something if he plays Arda earlier. To be honest, I think just Arda. I think Arda would be at another level going into the season. But I think that, I mean, even toward the end of last year, he was actually playing him, and we looked a lot better. But it was too little, too late. So it is what it is. Appreciate the super chat, my guy.
He's wasted Arda 2 years, bro. Wasted him.
He did. And yeah, the last thing on Leverkusen, they did just add one of our goats though. In LV, Lucas Vasquez did just go there. I was really rooting for him to go to Barcelona. I'll be honest. I thought I was like, you can't trust whatchamacallit at the right back position the entire time too. Mate's favorite guy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That could have been their payback on us for us signing Figo, right? Like
could have been
perfect chance right there to get their revenge, and they just fucked it up. Now, I actually think Vasquez will do decent there, man.
No, he'll do good.
I think Vasquez is a overhated player. I don't really blame him for how it ended at Madrid, bro. Like it's our fault for not getting a proper right back. As replacement for Carvajal, as like a backup, right? Like the only right back that I can remember us signing was Odriozola, and he barely was here, right? And I think he's back at fucking like Sociedad, I think, or some shit. So yeah, he literally was playing because Vasquez is a winger. He is a right winger. Like people forget this. Vasquez is not was never a defender. Brother was a right winger. Carvajal, whenever he got injured, that's who we played at right back. And then we blamed him for being shit at right back. Like, brother, he's a right winger, bro. So as long as they don't use him as a right back, I think Vasquez would be fine, bro. He's a very good passer, very underrated crosser. I think he can link up, play in the final third and things like that. Obviously, he's not a legend at Madrid. I hate when people say legend. Like Nacho is not a legend, right?
I just don't know what the word would be under it though. It's somebody who's like.
Do you know what it is, Dally? Lucas Vasquez is a great servant of the club. He will always be appreciated. Madrid is his home. He can always come back. The fans will cheer him. But like when you say, and not you, but like when people say legend, right? Like legend is Modric, Cruz, Ramos, CR7, Raul, right? Like these are legends, just to name a few. Vasquez is not on that level, but he has longevity. Through longevity, he's a great servant of the club, but he's not a legend of Real Madrid. No. Like legends are the players that I just named, for example, right?
No.
Like Marcelo is a legend. Roberto Carlos is a legend. If you don't think Lucas Vasquez is on that level, then you cannot call him a legend. And if anybody thinks he's on that level, then you're crazy. But I hope that he does well, though, bro. I hope he does well.
No, I'm curious. I'll be watching him, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's playing the right wing, and hopefully he's still doing that little chop step of his and drawing some pens and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. It's been a couple days since the Oviedo match. What's your thoughts on Rodrygo or Vini moving forward? Is Rodrygo here next week?
Yeah, I think Rodrygo is here.
Yeah.
I think him starting that game against Oviedo was huge for his confidence, because that first game against Osasuna, him not getting any minutes, to me was crazy. And I was like, oh my days, like he's gone. But the fact that Xabi did something that nobody really expected, and I was dropping Vinicius and then starting Rodrygo, I said, you know what? I think if Rodrygo, because I don't think Rodrygo wanted to leave anyways, right? I think if Rodrygo did want a move, he would have got it already, right? It's been made very clear that the club will not force him out. If he asks to leave, we're not going to stand in his way. So I always thought that Rodrygo not leaving is because he wants to fight for his spot. And I think he will, bro. I think he was our most impactful player in that first half, right? He was taking on the defender. He got a couple shots off, was putting the ball into dangerous areas, was linking it up nice as well. And after that first half performance, I was saying that Rodrygo needs to start the next game. But then Vinicius came on, and then he had his best performance in a long time. Well, since I'd say Salzburg in the Club World Cup.
Yep.
But in the last 8 months, that was one of Vini's better performances. He absolutely cooked off the bench. And then I'm thinking, well, shit, now Xavi has a decision to make. But I think it's a good problem to have. I don't think Rodrygo is going anywhere. Man, like the Mumbai Neymar, the Sri Lankan Ronaldo, the Bangladeshi Messi, okay? He's staying at Real Madrid. I think he's going to have a big role to play for us, bro. I'm super excited to see how Xavi rotates this squad throughout the season.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was impressed with Rodrygo. I mean, I thought he looked good, especially like you said, he played 0 minutes against Osasuna in that first one too. And then even in the T-Roll match, he got like 20 minutes in the preseason one. And that's coming off of the Club World Cup where he got like no minutes. I think the guy got like, he started one game and then like 20 minutes in total after that too. Mm-hmm. So he just hasn't played. I thought he came in, he looked aggressive out there. He created a couple of opportunities. I wouldn't have been surprised if he got an assist in that game too. But then, yeah, Vini coming against tired legs and absolutely cooked. Gets the goal, gets the assist too. I think Vini probably starts the next one, but I think both of them need to be playing every single game. I don't care if it's 60 minutes for one, 30 for the other, and we're constantly rotating them too. Yep. And I kind of want them both to be pissed because if you're both pissed out there, go show why we should be starting you in the next one. You know what I mean? And that's why when it came to Rodrygo, if I was being selfish, you know, I want Rodrygo to say, I still think it would be beneficial for him to leave the club eventually for him to reach his full, you know, potential. But selfishly, I wanted him to be competing with Vini to make sure that Vini he doesn't own the left wing anymore. That's not how it's going to be working anymore at Real Madrid.
Look,
so
I always say this, Dally. The best version of Rodrygo will never be seen at Real Madrid. As long as he stays at this club, we'll never see what he can actually become. Right? Because he's never gonna, unless maybe Vini leaves next summer, they give it to Rodrygo to start on the left. Who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, currently, we're not gonna see the best version of Rodrygo. As long as he's not consistently playing and starting week in, week out on the left, I think his levels can go up if he would have joined the Arsenal, maybe Bayern, right? Man City, possibly. You know, because these are teams that would have brought him and started him. He would have been one of the main focal points. But I agree with you. They both need to be playing every week. There's never a situation, in my opinion, where Rodrygo should be getting 0 minutes. Throughout the Club World Cup, those couple games where he did not play, to me is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Him not playing against Osasuna is ridiculous. There's no game plan that you can sell me on that Rodrygo cannot be a part of. So, again, this is a long season. We're going to be playing maybe like 50 games if we go deep in all these competitions, right? Players are going to get injured. You're going to have to rotate. Rodrygo will get his opportunities. And I think if he keeps playing like how he did against Oviedo on, Sunday, I think he is going to have a big role for sure. And it's already been reported, Dally, he does not want to play on the right. He wants to only play on the left.
I saw that.
So our two left wing options, Vini and Rodrygo, I'm happy with that. Because selling him right now, are we going to be able to get an adequate replacement? And you're going to weaken our attack. So keep him, bro. Keep him.
Yeah. No, I feel the same. And like you said, in terms of situations, I don't think there's a situation that we can't be bringing him on. Let's say Vini goes out there and it's a masterclass, 2 goals from, then good, we're kicking this team's ass, bring in Rodrygo. You know what I mean? Vinny's done enough today, sure, bring him off. And then let's say if Vinny's struggling, bring in Rodrygo. And same, vice versa for both of them too. I'm not saying that Vini needs to be starting every single game too. I like that Rodrygo got the start for this one too. Because you bring in Vini against tired legs, against an open Oviedo, I mean, it's over. That is like an ultimate super sub out there. That's way better than like bringing on a Brahim or something, anything like that. So
yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Like, it's a great option to have. And, look, shit, I'm glad that I'm not the manager. Because this is something for Xabi Alonso to figure out. But I think, like each game could be taken like a situational thing, right? So, for example, like if we're going to be playing a team that we know is going to be defending, sitting back, low block, I think Rodrygo should probably start that game, right? If we're going to be going against like Barcelona, for example, right, who we know is going to be playing that high line. If we're going to be going against like Liverpool in the UCL, who we know is going to be attacking and things, I think this is where Vini should be coming in, right? But at the same time, if you start Rodrygo in those games, I wouldn't be mad at it. So again, like it's just a great option to have, like in the squad, a player like Rodrygo for sure.
No, I fully agree with you, mate. What's your thoughts on Trent? Speaking of situations and switching out players stuff, I thought that one was a little. I mean, dropping Vini was the most shocking, but seeing Trent not get the start, is that telling, or is that, do you think, just like rotation and stuff too? Like, what's your thoughts on like Carvajal or Trent?
I think it's rotational.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about Trent. Even if Carvajal ends up starting a majority of the games this season, it wouldn't really be an issue with me. Like, this is more than likely Carvajal's last season at the club. Remember, his contract expires next summer. So, look, I think he's better defensively than Trent. And I still think Trent needs to adjust a bit more to the pacing of La Liga. It's a lot different to the Premier League. Right, La Liga is a lot slower. It's not as fast. Like you have a little bit more time on the ball. You don't have to rush things. So I think Trent will be just fine. I do think the personnel that we have in the squad doesn't really play to his strengths. For example, like crossing the ball into the box, which is something that Trent is excellent at. It's not really a Madrid thing currently. Like, we have no aerial threats from open play, right? So I think Trent will be fine. But I don't really look into it too much. Like Carvajal, I think coming off that ACL injury, plus at his age, I think Trent's gonna get plenty of game time, bro. I don't really look into it too much.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's deep like that, anything like that. I don't think it's like cause of concern or like Trent's regretting leaving Liverpool or anything like that. I will say, if we're playing Barcelona tomorrow, who do you want right back? Carvajal?
Carvajal. Yeah, against Barcelona. Are you mad?
Yeah, me too. Oh, me too.
Against Barcelona. Yes, currently with the way that they're attacking, brother,
Yeah.
yes.
100%. Yeah.
Yes. I feel, but at the same time, it depends on what Jabby does. If we're lining up in a back three, maybe I would say Trent. But if we're gonna primarily be in a back four, like if we're going more defensive, then I would lean Carvajal. But just in general, against Barca, I'm just automatically leaning Carvajal, right? I think Rafinha, and then you have Balde, who fucking overlaps and is causing, because Balde's a baller, man. Like that guy's a phenomenal fullback.
Good goalie too.
Say it again.
Good goalie too.
Yeah. I just don't think it sets Trent up for success, having him be the main defender on that side with the Rafinha and Balde running at him. So yeah, I would lead Carvajal. I would lean more towards Carvajal because he's better than Trent defensively, and just the experience that he has, like in these kind of games, like El Clasico, in these environments. Yeah, Carvajal.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have to be the most physically gifted player. He's just so smart out there. That's what was happening in the Euros. So you'd watch him and you're like, God, this guy's just smart. He just knows when to foul. He knows when to slow it down. He knows exactly what to do. And even coming, I didn't think he would be worth a damn at all this summer, this season at all. Coming off that, he tore everything. It was like MCL, ACL, PCL, every single L you can have in your leg, he tore. And so I was shocked he actually got the start in the last one. I thought he looked good. I'll tell you right now, every single time he goes down, though, I'm scared. Every single time.
I mean, of course, because it's like, damn. I mean, that's how I feel about Militao. Like every single time, I'm like, bro, please, bro, back-to-back seasons of ACL injuries. Oh my God. Every time this guy like Militao even looks to make a cut and run, I'm over there like watching him like, bro, please. Because we don't we can't afford to lose you right now, bro.
Got no options. What's your thoughts on Franco? Thoughts early days. He gets the start on the last one. Kid's been here 15 days, 12 days, whatever it is. What do you think? Is he a right wing? Is he a 10?
I mean, look, man, like Slim Shady, bro. 2001 Eminem.
I love the hair, I'll be honest.
Bro, I think he's a good player, man.
Yeah.
I liked what I saw against Osasuna when he got subbed on. And I liked what I saw against Oviedo. I think, one, his off-the-ball work rate, phenomenal. Like, the amount of pressing that he did, the amount of running, the tackles that he made, very good. I think on the ball, he looks tidy as well, right? Like, there were times, one, he should have got a penalty because he was fouled in the box. But even if you look at how he beat those two defenders, right, how he was able to split them, and then, it looked like he was going to be through on goal if they didn't pull him back, right? I think he looks tidy on the ball. I think he can link up play as well. What I'd like to see more from him, though, is he has to stop flopping, right? I think he did go down a bit too easily that game. Like, he'd get some contact and he's falling. And I hate when attackers do that because it's like, bro, if you just would have stayed on your feet, you probably would have beat this defender anyways. So I think, that has to kind of come out his game a little bit. But just in terms of how he looks, he does look good. I think he makes the right runs as well. Like when Arda almost found him on the back post, with that cross. I just would like to see him not flop as much and be a little bit more aggressive. I want to see him shoot more. And I also think Xavi, if he's going to be starting Franco, it needs to either be him or Trent on free kicks, not Mbappe. I don't know why Mbappe took that free kick.
I saw that. I knew you were mad at that one. I saw that.
I don't know what the fuck.
Well, who was out there? I mean, Rodrygo was out there. Arda was out there, obviously.
Arda was out there.
Yeah, but it was more for like leaning for like a right-footed player.
I don't give a damn.
You don't care?
Yo, this guy Mbappe has scored one free kick his entire career. Why is he? And then I saw that report about fucking he is the primary free kick taker. What? In a team that has Arda, Trent, and Franco, and Mbappe is the main free kick taker. Ah, man, get out of here, bro.
No, I think that's rage bait, to be honest. I believe the penalty thing. I think Mbappe's he's going to go nuts this season in terms of goals and everything. He's already going nuts. I said it on your channel yesterday, 12 goals in the last 6 La Liga games. And then, I mean, I think you tweeted out earlier today, too, the last, 15 goals, in what was it, 13 of them were for Mbappe? Yeah, it's insane. Mbappe
is going to end up putting numbers, not like CR7 per se, but while he's at Madrid, the goal tallies that he'll hit, it's something that we haven't seen since CR7's left, where somebody's putting up a crazy amount of goals. I think Mbappe is going to be phenomenal this season. I do agree with you. What are you saying for him this season? 50 goals?
What did he get last year? 44?
44 in all comps.
60.
60?
Give me 60.
Oh,
I think the guy's going to go nuts in games. I think he's going to have multiple hat tricks this season. He's just, he looks at another level right now. That turn and shot from him with the Arda pass against Oviedo is nasty. This guy, it was something I was a little critical of him when he first came to Madrid. I was like, dude, this guy's first touch, for as good as he is, sometimes I'm like, where the hell is the ball going,
Yeah.
It was just...
That's improved.
It has improved, and you're just at another level when you're just getting the ball like that and turning.
And does he look faster to you?
He does look faster, yeah.
He looks faster, bro. Yeah, nah, man. I'm excited for Mbappe. I think I was a little bit annoyed, though, with his positioning. I would have liked to see him stay a little bit more central, right? I feel like, again, he's still, the impact that he makes, you're not going to question it. But I just think he's getting in the way of whoever's on the left. Because I get it. He's a natural winger. But he drifts out wide too much. Sometimes we're putting the ball into the box, like that one cross from, I believe, Tchouaméni that game. Excellent cross across the box. Nobody's in the middle. I feel like that makes us a little bit easier to defend when you got 2 left wingers, somebody on the right, and then it's not even like Jude is here to make those runs into the box like he normally does. So you're kind of just abandoning the middle of the pitch. I think if Mbappe just stayed in more, I think he'd bag even more goals, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's the thing, though. I guess when it comes to Mbappe, when it comes to Xabi Alonso and his feelings on that, I guess he said he likes that he's free. He kind of has the free flow. He can kind of do whatever he wants in terms of the midfield. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I guess this is coming from Fabrizio right now. So let's take a look. Agreement between Real Madrid and Marseille for Ceballos very close after talks in the last 5 hours. Sort on loan with obligation to buy. And then Marseille hope to seal Ceballos very, very soon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But let's get this super chat real quick. Gideon, again, appreciate it. Do you think that Real Madrid is going for Angelo Stiller? I don't think so.
Those rumors haven't been there for a while.
Yeah, I think he's settled wherever. What is it, Stuttgart he's at? Yeah, I'd be absolutely shocked. I think that might just be rumors more than anything. I would rate him. I would like him. He'd be great off the bench. Role player, stuff like that too. I don't see that one happening. So unfortunately,
he is the profile that I would like in midfield. But I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Final couple thoughts. We got a couple more questions too. We'll kind of do a little more rapid fire here. Real Madrid, Mallorca this weekend. Dave will be in attendance. So I'm expecting a Vini masterclass to be happening in front of Dave. Is Dave even going to be able to get in, though, unless he's in a disguise or something, too? Do they have a wanted poster for Dave on the outside of the Santiago Bernabeu? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that game. I think every time we play Mallorca, it's never easy. I feel like they always are up for that occasion. But with it being at home, I'm expecting 3 points. I'm going to be real. It's like I said with Dave, and I think I said it on Chaos as well. Heading into that El Clasico, I think we need to be damn near perfect. Like, the only game that I'm thinking, okay, maybe we drop some points for real, is the Madrid Derby.
Yep.
Every other game before that. And I know that we have a very tough schedule up until that match. I think we need to be damn near perfect. And I don't expect us to drop points against Mallorca. I expect us to deal with them, bro. I think we're going to cook them. I think Vini is going to actually have another good performance, right? I'm not saying that Vini is back, but I do think we're going to start to see Vini start to perform better, more consistently, right? And I think, again, like with the form that Mbappe is on, I expect him to bag again. That's the kind of player like that he is. And I think each game we're gonna look better because now we have a manager, Dally, that is proactive. We're gonna be having a game plan. We're not gonna be out there freestyling individual brilliance. He's gonna be studying every opponent. We're gonna attack their weaknesses, and I think we're going to win this game against Mallorca. I don't know what my score prediction is right now, but I just expect 3 points though.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's the thing. Every single week, especially since we don't have Champions League yet. I'll talk about Champions League in just a second.
Yeah, bro.
But I think every single week that Xabi Alonso, now that he's actually having time with the team, he's understanding, okay, you need to be better in this area. You need to be better in this area. And I thought last game we saw it with the pressing. And Mbappe was actually pressing. Franco, like you mentioned earlier, he was winning the ball back all the time. Vini on the second goal for Mbappe, he won that ball back from his press. I think changes like that and then being a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if it's Mallorca, but dude, we're going to just smash some of these teams this year. I really believe so. I really think that we're going to be like 5-0, 6-0 in some of these games. I'm not saying this one, but I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. I agree with you. I think that we will start slapping up teams. The more that the players kind of get more comfortable with the tactics and things like that. Yeah. I think that we'll smash teams as well.
Yeah. 100%. Let me just get the super chat. Jonathan, appreciate the super chat. A new midfielder will be the end for Camavinga. I don't think so. Camavinga, his biggest concern for me would just be to get healthy right now. I think that's the biggest thing. I think he's a hell of a player, and I think the role that we would kind of be looking for would be different than Camavinga. But Will, what's your thoughts?
I mean, Camavinga definitely is on thin ice right now. 100%. Last season, he was shit. Oh my God, Camavinga was awful. And then on top of being awful, he was never fit. So it's like when he came back from injury, he was a liability. Like I remember that Spanish Super Cup final, awful, right? Bro, yeah, no. Like Camavinga has to fix up. But I think potential wise, I think he's a fantastic player. And I think with the way that Xabi likes to play football, I think Camavinga would cook in that midfield. But I think his injuries is what's messing him up. And what's so crazy, Dally, is that I was looking at Camavinga as a player that would have been the biggest beneficiary to Jude being out. I think if Camavinga was fit, I think he would have started against Oviedo. And I think he would have cooked against Oviedo as well. But let's see what happens this season. But Camavinga definitely is on thin ice. He needs to have a good season for sure.
No, I would agree with that 100%. I saw the news too. I'll pull it up here just a second that we might be linked to another center back moving forward, but we got Champions League coming up. I know you'll be doing a live stream too for the draw coming up here, but I want to hear from you.
I don't know, Dave. I mean, sorry, Dally.
You'll get used to it.
I'm not sure, bruv. I'm not sure, bro. Because like after you told me, I
told you the time. It's wild.
2:30 in the morning, our time.
Come on, man. You can do it.
All right. Only if you collab with me, then.
I don't know about that, but I don't know about that.
Say, bro, 2:30 in the morning is wild.
That might
have to be an upload still.
I'll definitely be uploading my thoughts on that one too. But who's the two teams? We're gonna be playing two Prem teams. So who's the two Prem teams you want to be facing to? Do you want revenge? You want something new? You want easy? You want hard? What do you want?
Okay, like look at Barca's UCL last season. That was a Europa League path.
Cupcake run, yeah.
Until they played like Inter. I would like something like that. I'm tired of going through the gauntlet every fucking season, bro. Oh my god. Let me tell you something right now, Dally. Let's just some way somehow we'll end up playing Man City. I don't know how it works, like with like pot 1, 3, 4. I don't know the fucking technical. Man City, we're gonna be playing them in the UCL. Like that is the UCL El Clasico. It's gonna be Man City. I don't want to play Liverpool, to be honest. I really don't. But I would not mind playing them with that high line that they're currently running. I'd say, I say we get Man City. I personally, I want to see Chelsea.
That'd be two tough ones. That would be two tough ones. I think, tough,
but let's do it, bro. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Even though I would prefer an easy run.
Newcastle Spurs sort of thing. I think Spurs could be surprising this year, but we'll see. Maybe I'm just
a good game against PSG.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, and Man City. They just beat Man City 2-0.
Yeah, but they always beat Man City. They always beat me. I don't know what it is about Tottenham.
That's the team that Pep's lost the most to. You know that?
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Bro.
I think he said it was 9 times they said on the broadcast on Saturday, so now it's 10 that he's lost to him.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know
crazy.
What it is. I'm not sure what Tottenham have over Man City, but yeah, it's just City just play against them and they just don't know what to do. It's just wild, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I kind of want to play Arsenal. I think it would be a difficult game for us. Mm-hmm. I think it would be a challenge or something like that too. But I would like to see it. I would like to go against a team that's going to be a little better on defense and see, do we struggle? You know what I mean? I kind of want us to be tested a little bit early too. And then, give me an easier one. Give me Newcastle, especially no Isak. Give me a Newcastle game.
I mean, but is Newcastle easy though? They're very physical.
They are physical, but in terms of like the Prem teams, I think
okay, like as in like
of the two.
Yeah, no, okay, fair. But it's funny enough. I don't think Isak's going anywhere. I don't think
he goes anywhere. Does he play though?
Of course. I can't see Isak sitting out a whole year of football. Like a whole season of football. There's no way. No way.
Maybe.
Maybe he'll be out there.
We'll see. Well, let's take a look at this. Is news that just popped up too. Apparently, Upamecano.
Oh God.
That Real Madrid wants him as a free agent next summer. What's your thoughts on that guy, Will?
I think he's a bozo.
Dude, I don't like him either. I'm happy you said
I think he's like, he definitely has that bozo gene.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, though, I think he is Bayern's best center back at the moment. I like him more than Ta. Because Jonathan Ta is slow as shit, bro. Like, this guy turns like a fucking 18-wheeler, bro. Like, brother, my grandma would beat him like in a race. But in terms of Upamecano, I do like some of his qualities, but it's just the mental side, I think. But like physically, he checks like all the boxes, but I'm also not too sure about him as like a ball playing center back. I remember when he was at Leipzig, right? I rated him very highly at Leipzig. I thought he was a very good player at Leipzig. And then he's kind of come to Bayern. I don't think he's really lived up to the potential that I think a lot of people thought. But as a free, I mean,
free 99. I don't know.
Nah. I don't want him, bro. I don't want him. Then you go get Upamecano, and then what? Is that it?
No Saliba. That's our Saliba.
Okay, let me.
He's
Konate
French.
Or Upamecano, both from Leipzig, by the way. But
Konate, I do not rate Upamecano at all. Whenever he started for France in the Euros, I'm like, God damn, what is this? I'm like, don't start him. I was like, this guy's a bum every single time. And then I'd watch it like for Bayern. I was like, oh my God, this guy's starting again. It just seemed to always be a mess, mate.
Yeah, it's not a play. Like even on a free, unless, No. I would if he was like, I'll come be a rotational player, hold bench, and my wages are reasonable. Not these fat signing on bonuses. Like he'd have to come just because he wants to be holding bench at Madrid, right? Like that kind of thing. I don't want him to be a starter. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with it. Chat, what are we saying? Konate or Upamecano for free next summer? What are we saying? Guys, over 200 of you in here, but we're not even at 100 likes. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Do I have to end the stream here? It's wild. Just wild.
If you guys aren't entertained, just let us know, man. I thought Dally and I were cooking. Like I
thought so too, mate.
I thought that we were moving like prime Shaq and Kobe right here, bro.
Just laying it up off the backboard to him. I don't know. Let me get a couple super chats real quick, my guy. Okay, Will, I'll let you try to pronounce it.
Le Chatelain.
I don't know if that's right. Double super chats, but you didn't say anything, mate. Just let me know what you guys say, mate. Appreciate the super chats, though.
Big up for the support, man.
Very much appreciate it. Okay, final couple questions, and then we're going to get out of here, too. These are something that are going to be pretty quick, and these are not something related to this season, or maybe it is. Does Kylian Mbappe win a Ballon d'Or?
At Madrid. And you said it's not just about this season.
Just this season.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid will win a UCL. So, yes, he will win a Ballon. Yes, 100%.
I was thinking about, I think he will. You know, first of all, that trophy is the prettiest trophy. I would love to have one. I want one. You know what I mean? Messi, bro, there's a lot of undeserved ones out there too. Give me one of those. You know what I mean? I put it in the background to be in all the videos too. That trophy is like one of my favorites of all time. You know what I mean? I think he will win one. But the thing I was thinking of earlier today, I was like, oh man, that we're going to overflate this World Cup, aren't we? Somebody's going to get 6 pens again, and they're going to knock them all in, and they're going to win. They're going to be winning the World Cup. And then they're going
Argentina win that World Cup. Just give it to Messi, man. Just give it. Yeah, an MLS player winning the Ballon d'Or, sure, buddy. Just give it to him again, man. Just do it. We that's what you want to do.
I think that might be overrated this summer, though, no matter who wins it. It could be Spain, could be whatever. You know what I mean? So don't be surprised if that tournament outweighs what an entire season actually happened. I do think Mbappe wins one. Over 2.5, though. What do you think on that? Does he get over 2.5?
Shit. So you're saying 3 Ballon d'Ors?
3.
I don't know about all that, big man.
I think he's 26 right now, 25?
No, I mean, look at Benzema. How old was he? Wait,
30.
It was like 30,
32.
Yeah. So, I mean, if Mbappe stays at Madrid,
he's got 6 years, I'd say. 6 prime years, maybe he's maybe 26. Less.
If he stays at Madrid 8 years, let's say he's here from 26 to 34. Let's say 3 Ballon d'Ors is doable. Yes, it is. With the numbers that he will put up, with the likelihood of maybe 1 or 2 UCLs being won, because I don't think we're going to win as many UCLs in the next 10 years as we did the last 10. That makes sense. I don't think we'll get like 5. No. Like 5, 6. No, I can't see that. But I think we will continue to be in the conversation. I think he does win at least 2 UCLs here. That's damn 3.
Yeah.
I'd say under. I think he gets 2.
Okay.
I think he gets 2. Because, I'm worried about Lamine Yamal,
I think that's fair. I've asked the Barcelona guys before. I said how many he's getting. They're like, oh shit, he's 18. He's got. That's an interesting one.
If Spain wins that World Cup, he's winning that.
He'll win it. Yeah.
Even if he's not the best player, he's winning that award.
If he gets 20
the best player for Barca, go ahead. 20
league goals this season for Barcelona and Spain win the World Cup, he'll win it 100%.
Yeah.
And he probably deserves it. Then I won't even be complaining probably. So I'll probably be bitching.
Even like with this year, I think Dembele deserves it.
Yeah.
But if it's strictly, and I'm going off of them because I think Dembele was the best player for the best team. PSG last season did the treble. Dembele cooked in the UCL and in the final. I'd say Dembele was arguably their second or third best player. He got the assist, and his link-up play was very good that game as well. Yeah, he didn't bag the brace like Doué did and all these things, but he was very crucial in the build-up for those goals. I think Dembele he deserves to win it for what PSG did and with him being the best player. But if it's just going off of the best player in terms of those two, Lamine Yamal is better than Dembele in my opinion. I would as a Madrid fan, if I could take one, it's not going to be Dembele. So if Yamal wins it, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think it's two different questions. I think it's two different questions. I mean, when I say I've said a couple times now, I think Mbappe is the best player in the world right now. Who would I rather start a club with? If I could get one player, it's Yamal. It's not even close.
Or what about who you could bring in right now to just play on the right wing right now?
Oh, at Madrid, Yamal, 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm also factoring. I mean, I do think that he would just fit our system better. You know what I mean? Fantastic player, but also the age too. I'm thinking of that too.
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
But now I asked about Mbappe, but does Jude or Vini ever win a Ballon d'Or? They could take away. I mean, if we are winning the UCL, if Vini and Jude is here, if England win the World Cup, they win the Euros.
That's true. That's true. International would have to play a role. Like Brazil would need to win the World Cup.
Brazil too, yep.
England would need to win the World Cup for that to happen. Because I think as long as Mbappe is at the club, very similar to when Ronaldo was here.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to win the Ballon d'Or while Ronaldo is here, or at Real Madrid, it's going to be him. You know what I'm saying? It's CR set because the numbers that he puts up. So it would need to be where Vinicius or Jude do like amazing with their international teams, as well as have had a good season at Real Madrid. That's kind of how I'm viewing it.
I don't think it happens. I think it's Mbappe or nothing.
Probably,
yeah.
They would need him. Okay, it could happen if Mbappe misses a year, injury, something like that. But as long as Mbappe's here, if there's going to be a Ballon d'Or winner, I think it ends up being him. So I think it's going to be tough.
I think Jude wins it if England win the Euros, to be honest. I think that's revisionist history a little.
Last year, he would have got it.
Yeah, well, think about it. He won La Liga Player of the Year. He had like 20 goals, something like that. He was really good for England. If they win it, I don't know what the argument would be for him not to win it. So
I mean, unfortunately, he's English, so
that is true.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, they don't really like him over there too. But let me just
no. I was saying in terms of they just don't win shit like internationally.
That is true.
I don't know. Like maybe Tuchel can change things because he is a good manager. He is a tournament manager. International football is just tournaments. So maybe he does give them that push because England have a very good national team. They just cannot get it together for some weird reason. But nah, I can't see. Or like if Jude and Vinicius do win a Ballon d'Or, maybe I'd say only one. But at the same time, though, something about remember Jude is young as fuck. Yo, Jude is like
22.
No, 21. Wait, is he 22? I swear Jude like just turned 21. Let me see.
I'm looking right now too.
No, he's
22. Yeah,
you're right. But
he just turned 22.
Yeah, in June. He just turned 22 when?
In June. Yeah.
June. He's young as shit. What I think, Jude, hopefully, is still here when Mbappe leaves. When Mbappe's like 34, Jude will be like 29, bro.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that? So, yeah, Jude does have the chance of winning a Ballon d'Or maybe after, because who knows what world football looks like then and who's the main guy? Because, we're going to go maybe bring in, like, what if like Estevao was like the next Neymar and we sign him from Chelsea or who knows, right?
Yeah.
But I think maybe then, if Jude is still on that trajectory of developing every year and Mbappe leaves, yeah, I think he could win a Ballon d'Or for sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Let me just get these couple of super chats. I got one more question for you, man, then we're going to get out of here. Appreciate everybody hopping in here.
I'm not rushing, bro. Come on.
We're not rushing either. But guys, subscribe to Will. His channel is in the title and the description too. Appreciate you guys. Like the video too. If you guys like this content, we'll be back. Will won't be back next week, but we might have somebody who might be a little bit more ragey in the next one too. A little hint for who that might be. But let's get some of these super chats. Gideon, again, appreciate it. Upamecano suits Barcelona more than Real Madrid.
I think he does fit that flick system more than Arroyo. I think he does.
Yeah.
But he still wouldn't be that good though for Barca either because he's just a bozo.
Fair enough. And you just get lost in transition too. I don't rate the guy at all.
Yeah. By the way, big up Gideon, man.
Yeah, big up Gideon. Appreciate you. Okay. Ahmed, who's better fit, Stiller or Nico Paz? That's a good question.
Stiller.
I think Stiller too.
Paz is a baller, and it's already been confirmed. He's coming back next summer. But I view Paz as more of like an advanced 8/10, whereas Stiller is a sit back, like long passing range kind of guy. But Paz is a ball. I would take either of them to come back right now, like if Ceballos leaves. But I think Stiller's profile is a bit more. Yeah,
I agree with you, mate. I think that Stiller's profile would be a lot better for what Real Madrid's kind of looking for right now in terms of like fit, deep line playmaker, ability to come off the bench and stuff like that. I do have a hot take on Nico Paz. I don't think he'll ever actually play for Real Madrid again.
I mean, but Fabrizio's already kind of confirmed that because remember Tottenham, Paz rejected Tottenham because I think Madrid have already told this guy he's coming back next summer. Because then why else would he reject? Why else would Paz and Como reject 70 million?
I get that. I think This is what my thoughts are on it, is that we bring him back and then we sell him and we get the full sell, basically. What I've seen, yeah. So what I've seen is that we're going to renegotiate the buyback clause with Como, because Como's like, dude, we said no for you guys. You kind of need to compensate us a little bit for this deal, you know?
I would tell them fuck off, to be
honest. I'd be like, you signed the agreement. What are you talking about? Like,
next summer, 10 million, we're buying him back. Yeah, he's rated at 100 million, but 10 million, thank you very much. And then we'll sell him for 100.
Exactly. So that's the only thing I could see, because I like Nico Pass from what I've seen from him. I need to be watching a little bit more of Serie A this summer too, especially Como games. Baller, I mean, bro. He looks good. I know he played against Barcelona. It wasn't the best game in the world, but his teams. I mean, do you know anybody on that team really? Like, come on.
No, I don't.
I just think that we just
Roberto.
Yeah, and that guy. I don't know if we need his profile at Madrid. I just don't know if he's getting the starting 11, and I think he wants to play. I think that's why he left in the first place. So.
Do you know what that would be like? Us selling Paz would be the same like us selling Hakimi. Like, I don't think selling Hakimi was a mistake, because Hakimi was not going to get in over Carvajal at the time. And Fair. Hakimi also wasn't going to want to hold bench for fucking 6 years or some shit. Like, so we had to sell him, right? But I think it'll be just talked about like, oh, look at what Madrid had and they wasted it and they sold them because we don't give our youth players the opportunity. It's like, bro, our midfield is stacked. You got Arda, got Jude. Now we brought in Franco, who can also kind of operate in similar positions, right? Like, yeah, it's going to be tough for Nico to be brought in. But I think he does want to play for us. But that's actually a good call, bro. You bring him back, then you sell him. Yeah, I mean, I can see that next summer for sure.
Yeah, and that's nothing against the player. It's just like the question is he a good fit for Real Madrid?
Yeah, that's a good call.
I don't know. Good question, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat. And last one, my guy again. I'm going to try to pronounce. If I'm not saying it right, let me know in the comments, though. Le Chatelain. If you include PKs and better start to the season, Mbappe is in the 70-goal range. You know,
we haven't seen 70 goals since Messi and Ronaldo, bro. In one season. We've not. I don't think anybody scored 70 goals in one season since like one of those guys.
Do you think 70? I know I said 60.
I can't see 70, no. He would need to be healthy the entire season.
Dude, he'd have to get like 50. Season. He'd have to get 50 in La Liga. In 38 games, he'd have to get 50.
Yeah. Nah, there's no way.
And then 20 in everything else too. And like Copa, he's not going to play in Copa. I don't expect him to play. So then you got then 20 in Champions League.
I mean, he'll play in Copa del Rey in like when we get
the final
like
or semis.
Yeah, or depending on if we draw like Atleti or Barca in the quarters, he has to fucking play. Yeah, he would need to be healthy and he would need to be on form the entire season. Like he would have to be on smoke. Like that, like everything would have to go right for Mbappe to get 70 goals. Like he would need to have this. That would be the best season of his career. But then also the World Cup would be factored in as well.
Oh, including 70 in the World Cup too?
Yeah, I mean you would have to, because that would be a calendar season. So the World Cup goals would count for what did he score this past season, you know, for this upcoming season as well. So yeah, he would just need to be on smoke. 70 goals is not happening though. No, I can't.
He'd be going insane. I hope he does.
50 goals in La Liga. Bro, he would need to be bagging hat tricks like every other game.
Yeah, I don't even think the current pace he's on. What is he at? 3-2?
Yeah, so he's 3 goals and 2. Yeah, he's not even on. Like he's not on that pace. Like anyways, like right now.
So like he's on a 57 goal pace right now. So what he would be on.
57.
He's averaging a goal and a half a game. So he would just need to basically almost keep that pace. Maybe like one less.
He would basically need to average more than 1 goal a game.
Basically,
like he would have to be like he would have to be touching like 2 goals a game this season for that to like really happen.
1.3 goals a game, 1.31 to get 50.
1.3. Yeah, that's mad, bro.
That'd be wild.
That's CR7 kind of numbers right there, bro.
I hope he does. Meg. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the question. Last question for you, mate, and we can discuss it too. I'm going to ask everybody this is the last one. So, player that never played for Real Madrid
Neymar.
That you wish.
Neymar.
That's my answer too,
Neymar.
man.
Neymar.
However,
Neymar's my GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Neymar and James Rodriguez are the reason that I watch football. First ever match I ever tuned into. 2014 World Cup. Brazil Brazil, Croatia. Brazil, Croatia, I think. And I remember Neymar and I think Oscar as well. Fucking cooking. And I'm like, hold on, this sport actually don't look too bad. Because you know here, bro, like in America, we're pretty ignorant. Like when it comes to sports outside of this, like if it's not American
we
football,
call it soccer here, mate. That's how ignorant we are.
Like, if it's not American football or basketball, we don't care. It may be baseball, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, and I'm black. Yeah, come on, let's be real, right? Ain't nobody watching this sport in my damn household, bro. Like we're watching basketball and American football, bro. So 2014 World Cup, I just happened to look at it. I turned on the TV, the game was on, Brazil. And then when I really got into it, James Rodriguez, brother. Oh my days. Do you remember that goal against Uruguay? Are you mad?
Nasty.
Oh my day. And then do you remember that goal against Japan where he had the defender playing Twister? After that happened, bro, Real Madrid signed James Rodriguez. I said, I'm a Madrid fan. He's the best player in the world. I thought that because, like I knew about Messi. I knew about Ronaldo, but that's because I just heard about them. I didn't actually witness what they were doing. Then, very quickly, I realized, oh, shit, like James is not the best player in the world. We got fucking CR7. This guy is fucking amazing. But I thought at that time, so I'm telling you, bro, if James would have went to Tottenham, I'll be real, even Barca, because back then I didn't know. I would have been a Barca fan. If James, I thought he was the best player in the world, bro. But in terms of just one player that we never got, Neymar. He's the reason that Perez signs every Brazilian that fucking looks like a decent player because we missed out on him. But yeah, Neymar, bro, of course.
There was a chance before he went to PSG. I was like, maybe this is before I was like in it. You know what I mean? But I was like, maybe there's a chance he could come to Real Madrid because I didn't understand the hatred that Barcelona and Real Madrid had at the time. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe there's a, and Neymar is my number one. You know who my number two is though?
Go ahead.
And I think it's somebody that you probably would like too. I don't know for sure. Little
Dally. Hold on. Now you're fucking with me, Dally.
I'm not.
Now you're fucking with me, Dally.
I'm not.
Because I was gonna literally say, do you know? I think Paul Pogba is the best midfielder of our generation. I'm sorry. I love Cruz. I love Modric, but Paul Pogba, bro.
If he stayed healthy and he stayed fit, dude, he's the best.
Bro, I was on Twitter this summer begging for us to sign him as a free. I said, bro, just 1 year deal. 1 year. Paul Pogba, oh my goodness me. Yo, Dally, I think that we kind of like rate the same shit. I'm gonna be honest.
I think so too. I don't know what it is, mate. Dude, Pogba.
Could you imagine, bro, Pogba at Real Madrid. I think
he's like made for it too. Like think about Pogba and the hair and the flair, him dabbing it up and stuff like that, doing the dances.
That Pogba had, bro, was he made the wrong career choices. Like going back to Manchester United when, bro, Pogba at Juve could have went to any club in the world, bro. Any club in the world. And then when he left Man United on a free, I think he could have went to any, and then you go back to Juve, brother. You could have went to PSG with Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. Could you imagine that PSG team, bro? Pogba in the midfield. Oh my days. He should have came to Madrid, bro. Paul Pogba, man. This guy, bro, Pogba. Do you know who my top 5 favorite players are in like world? Like just my top 5.
No.
Neymar. This is in order. Neymar, James, Ronaldo, Pogba. 5th, I usually say Messi because I can't lie. Messi was phenomenal. Just watching him. But I'm trying to find somebody so I can get Messi out of there. But that's my top 5 favorite players of all time, bro. Like Paul Pogba, I think is a generational kind of talent. I don't think we've seen another midfielder like Paul Pogba, bro. Like Pogba right now, if he was 25, is the best midfielder in the world right now.
Yep.
No questions asked, bro. He's
no questions. No questions. Yeah, that's funny that we rate him like that.
Once you dabbed,
you do. You're like this guy. I can't help myself, mate. Can't help myself. We'll get this last super chat, then we'll get out of here. Appreciate it. I think this one's for you, Will. Kevin. Will, would you rather have Madrid win the Champions League or Nets win NBA trophy and Giants win Super Bowl this season? Oh, so you get both with the Nets and the Giants. Are you
Yeah,
only get
yeah.
Madrid?
Nah, look, big up Kevin. That's a good chat. Yeah, I'm picking the Nets and the Giants because
Oh,
just because Real Madrid don't win the
unsubscribe. Do
UCL,
not subscribe.
no, hold on, wait. But hold on. We could win La because
Yeah, true,
I expect us to win La Liga. So, bro, the Nets have never won an NBA championship, bro.
You get both in this question too.
Yeah, I get both my teams. And then the last time the Giants won a Super Bowl was like fucking 2011 or something. Bro, I was like fucking a kid.
Dome.
But I did go to the parade though. My dad took me out of school for both those parades. Great memories. But the Nets NBA Finals, are you mad? I've never seen it. Of course, bro. I don't think we're gonna win the UCL anyways this season. But we'll still win La Liga, so it's cool. Yeah, 100%. No.
Well, big up, Kevin. Big appreciate the super chats.
Right there, Dally.
Wait, 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Are you a Heat and Dolphins fan?
I'm not a Dolphins fan. If I mention who I am, it was big news for my team today. I will tell you that part.
Wait, what's happened? I haven't been paying attention too much.
I'm a Chiefs fan. Is who I root for, which it looks bad.
Oh,
I know it looks.
Talking about Travis getting.
I don't like it. I'll leave it here because I know it's like a forbidden subject to even mention. So I'll leave it there. But yes, I root for the Chiefs, but I do.
Travis and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So that's. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Are you
but
a
yeah,
Swift Dally?
No. Too far even asking that one. But no.
Fair enough, bro.
But guys, appreciate everybody hopping in here for the first Blancos Banter. Had to get my guy Will on. Appreciate you guys. Guys, go sub to Will. Football Carnage too. Bunch of more content coming soon for Will. We got Champions League. We got more games coming up too. Hate watching Barcelona. All sorts of stuff. His channel is in the title and the description too. Will, anything else?
Now, look, Dally, big up for having me on. Like I said earlier, I feel honored. The first guest on your channel. Now, look, this is a momentum kind of boost for me, bro. I feel like I can do anything now. I'm going to be telling my kid about this when she's old enough to understand. I'm going to have to let her know. Do you know I was on Dallyfc? She's not going to believe me. So I'm going to make sure that I save this link. But
gotta save it, favorite it.
My guy Dally, bro. Super underrated content creator. Make sure that you guys subscribe to him. Keep supporting. Like we said earlier, Dally needs to hit 10K before Christmas. Like that has to happen this season. And I think that it will, bro. Keep doing great stuff. And again, thanks for having me on, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like the stream. We'll catch you guys later. Appreciate it. Cheers. Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.